Hello there, ancient arboreal wisdom enjoyers. Currently I'm facing a Olaf, and I want to talk about this matchup. Just to be clear, you don't really win all-ins. Your short trades could be won, but you definitely need a phase rush, otherwise he just kills you with his ghost. A grasp is useless, don't even bother, you need a phase rush. You're gonna take secondary, second wind, unflinching, ability ace armor, you can copy paste the whole thing of course. Don't bother getting Scorch, it's not too worth because it feels like he sustains too much. And usually they get Rush Ravenous Hydra, so it means they have even more sustain. This guy rushed Stridebreaker, I don't know why, usually it's Ravenous Rush. Which means through Vampiric Scepter that Scorch damage won't do too much, neither early on because of his passive and W, so that's that. Um, okay, so from the other hand, this guy is also a pro player, right? We can see it visually. He actually did play in Fnatic, in G2, and also in MM and UOL. Now, note that he is actually a jungle player, but I checked out how he played as Olaf, and it's not a bad sample. So some players do know how to play top lane and jungle, right? It's not like it's not like everyone is sort of limited to like one role and they only know how to play one role. Now in here, note that I W started. Usually don't ever want to do that. It's just very bad into him. Even level 2, you shouldn't even like look to WQ, because if he QEs you, he always wins that rate. Then he life steals of minions, and you can't even step up because he goes you down and you don't have phase rush. So it's just awkward then, you know. Um, so usually like Q into E, because right now I can't even farm, and yeah, just like get your level 2 of course, yes, as much as possible, but don't and in there the knockback was a bit weird. I don't know why, but Olaf didn't get knocked back properly. Did you guys see that knockback? It was a very weird knockback. You see? He barely got knocked back. I don't know what is that. Maybe because he got blocked into the minion's hitbox. I'm not sure exactly what the hell was that. But he instantly managed to pick up his axe and killed me. Ideally I should ban W when he kills me and then get out with phase rush so I take less damage. But that was a very bad trade. I don't know what was that weird Q knockback because it barely knocked him back. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's that exactly. And then I walk downwards because I feel like Alice, I mean, could gank me. I even warded this bush, of course. I shouldn't ward this one. Um, so basically, like, she took her red and then she's like looking for a top gank. Now she's looking for mid one, and I could then ping this guy, of course. He almost died, but again, he has some reaction time, so he just got out of there and he should be totally fine. But in lower ranks, you should definitely ping it because not every Vladimir has this reaction time, of course. Now, in lane, not much to say, because mostly you will just scale. Believe me or not, like, I'm just CSing, picking up minions. He picks up the Scuttle Scrap, of course, because he knows my jungle is both sides to take additional value, so he's really a pro, right? Right now we are just shoving back the wave, of course. It's really simple. Oh, these things are a bit annoying. So again, you just like push the wave, of course. You get the wave on your side, so you can't all in. You have phase rush, yes, no ghost, of course, so you shouldn't be worried of that. What you should be worried of is that he could freeze. But in here, he won't even tank the wave or anything, because it just takes too much damage, so. But he did actually, like, low-key hold the freeze, but it doesn't really matter because he phase rush out, we have Q ignite, so he can't really kill us right now. And so your goal currently is just to poke him down as much as possible, because watch, Kha'Zix is doing the Raptors, which means by the time he wants to arrive, it needs to be a one shot for him, right? So you want to chip down his HP as much as possible, so you get a smooth dive done, right? So in here you just should aim to hit as much kills as possible, you know, poke with basic attacks if you can, whatever you can do. And just maintain. And use your ignite, of course, and maintain the pokes. Q him again, ignite E, right? And the E will connect, of course, he will be slowed down. The ignite helps actually quite a lot. It helps quite a lot against his biscuits, right? So then Kha'Zix just all in him, of course, and it should be a very simple one shot for him. He gets the isolated Q, of course. There were no minions around, he just kills him. W wasn't even needed, of course, so that's a smooth kill. That's very nice. So usually you can't really kill an Olaf. It's very rare if you ever get to heal him. It's more so you should aim to like set up ganks pre-6, and after 6 if he tries to all in with his ult, you should try to wiggle yourself out with phase rush. And that's all really you can do. Ideally you should rush Bramble West, you can get it way faster than a Bummy. Then aim to get Swifties so he can get enough value out of his ult if you're scared. If you're not, you could also go for Yoni Boots to snowball harder, of course. It's up to your choice. Swifties is a bit more safe. Playtest caps is again totally fine if they have multiple AD auto attackers, but like phase rush and of course like boots help you to just like get out of his grasp when he ults, and when his ult expires he's just much weaker into you. Now in here I got a little bit tricked because I don't know why my E didn't trigger. It was a weird interaction. I think he was kinda in range, but he wasn't. I'm not sure. Like, I think normally it should trigger. Maybe it wasn't close enough, but it kinda looks like it could trigger. It just didn't really. And I couldn't phase rush out, and he got 6. So that kinda messed me up actually a bit. It actually messed me up that I couldn't phase rush out. Now in here I still could then kill him if I managed to sidestep his Q. But he hits me with his Q and I couldn't actually. Weird that he throws his Q this way, it still hits me. But I couldn't really get out of his grasp and I died. But again, if he doesn't hit that Q, his E wouldn't kill me and he would die to a tower. But happens, so mistakes we will do here and there. Again, it's not the end of the world because the wave is there, you TP. And I even pinged the Kha'Zix, or I didn't ping it? I think I didn't ping Kha'Zix, but I think he's looking at the map, so it's fine. To collapse on the guy, get the free kill, of course. I know he has flash, but Kha'Zix has flash as well, so it's not really waste of time, of course. It's like if Kha'Zix gets a flash out of him, it does not allow me to do much, because he just kills you anyways. So his flash is not like extremely like valuable overall in my matchup. Again, now it's very simple what you will do. So you slowly push, then you speed it up a little bit, try to time it to the Herald itself. And now Watch Out is really a pro, so he knows that this could be stolen, so he actually does hover it. Maybe he even wards it, or he just hovers it. And Senna invades with Kha'Zix. Now I want to slowly push soon to rotate to the Herald. I didn't actually expect Olaf to be there, but he was there. And they did actually kill Olaf, because of course he had no ult, so he's not that dangerous without ultimate. So in there, sadly, Senna got a little bit caught, right? Or maybe Kha'Zix was waiting a bit too much on his basic attack. One of them could be a mistake, but we still managed to pick him up, pick up his red, of course. And after this, I can't really take a plate easily, because I don't really have Demolish right now. I went for teaser runes. So I'm just aiming to go for a river fight, right? We got water walking. We're looking to get this type of objectives like red and whatnot. Now we're gonna look at my team. Of course, I warded this is warded. I'm gonna eat this in case randomly she shows up from that area. So we have proper vision where she comes from, so I can ult her, so it's less likely she might contest, right? Now in here we should then pull it out, but nobody was really coming, so I tried to pull it out, he tried to pull it out as well, but somehow we just messed each other up, you know? It was just weird, but because Evelyn, Alice wasn't coming, it was like, yeah, we just like, get it anyways, you know? And now, you're just gonna get back to top lane, of course. Got the Bramble Vest. I'm not sure how good of an item it is, because you kinda still lose all-ins, and you just still can heal off the wave. So I actually don't know how valuable that item is. I mean, it heals to it helps to some degree, but it feels like you're gonna get out-sustained anyways. So, because it's just Olaf, right? But Bummy Cinder, I mean, Bummy Cinder gives you a better push, I assume. And it's slightly faster, it works slightly faster, what's it called, the item, right? The phase rush, but the issue is, even if you buy Sunfire, Olaf beats you anyways. So my logic is like simple, you know, like at least have anti-heal. besides some damage from Thornmail, right? Because they got some degree of alpha attackers. And also, it's like, like Sunfire is not like too great this game because I know they have like, like we could say like they have 1, 2, 3, 4 melee, but two of them are hybrids, so realistically they just won't sit in my Sunfire, all the time. So it's hard to get value out of it. Olaf 1v1s are not possible, so I'm like, in long term it's not that great of an investment, so I just go for Bramble Vest, sit on it. It will definitely help in some type of skirmishes against Olaf if he focuses me. But that's the issue, may not focus me, so that makes Bramble West a bit fucky as well, right? But then I brought Even Shroud, of course, into Abyssal. The reasoning behind Even Shroud boots, of course, for now, but Even Shroud then. The reasoning behind Even Shroud is just simple, what you want to do is just aim to amplify your damage of your team, because we can see like we have 4 DPS gems, and we just want to amplify it a little bit, and also buy an Abyssal Mask on top of it to amplify my damage a little bit. Zeris and mainly like Vladimir's. So Olaf won't just like somehow heal and just attack us, or the squishy one's gonna get wiped faster. Also cheap, these are cheap items, so they are great when you're trying to sort of snowball, right? And so in here Olaf was proxying, right? He goes Sidebreaker. He was proxying, and then I could then check this Gromp, maybe collapse on him, so that was a bit of a mistake. Now that I look back at the replay, right? But now, watch out now, why are we invading and why are we here? So this is a question you should ask yourself. So, just to be clear, mid is not really gankable in general, and he's not mid lane. Bot lane is again not too gankable. So what Alice is looking to do, what's consistent in his mind, is to take these raptors, right? And that's what we are collapsing on, because he has no bot side camps, no objective. So most likely he will be here trying to see us, because that's all she can do for now. And what's gonna happen if that happens, we just collapse on her with Kha'Zix, I QW her. It's an easy pickup. I even ult. It maybe wasn't needed, because she could then die anyways. But the Q just insta-killed her, I think, without her being able to flash out. Did she have flash up? I'm not even sure. I think it was up, no? Was it on cooldown? I think it was up. So that just 100% killed her without like she on distance flashing or something, right? I mean, was it up? I think it was. But let's see if it was up, man. Yeah, it was up. It was up. So play is done, and in here, Jace also got killed later on mid lane. You walk back to your top lane, of course. You still can't really beat Olaf, so it is what it is. At this point, you can go for short trades though. Your short trades are quite nice. Your all-ins are bad. And I mean, yeah, Olaf gets pretty much caught, he's forced to flash, he tries to fight that, but he's too behind, so your goal is just to not intimidate and be more useful in mid-late game. And that's what you kinda wanna do, because you have very good ult targets, right? But in general, you don't want to just int that's all. Like, just don't int the matchup. You just have to know how to not int it, because without phase rush, it's a bit difficult. Then in here, there will be just macro parts of the game, because the Olaf lane matchup is over at this point. So what we will do, of course, just play for some plates, of course. Of course, in here I collapse on him, I W him, then I Q him towards my team outside of the tower lane, so he doesn't cover himself. We pick him up. Then what's gonna happen is that I just pick up the wave, and then look for a recall. But in here, like, watch out. So this is a very good usage of ultimate, because Jinx is here, Alistar is here, of course, right? And it allowed me to get a root on her, which means that Kha'Zix can get an isolation, and we can see the isolation is 544 damage. And because Alistar is rooted, he can't even like W him away in a second or something, you know. So pretty much he gets a very smooth all-in on the Jinx, and she just gets completely like wiped there. Then he also picks up the Alistar kill. So pretty much you just play around your jungle as Maokai, right? You do it way better, like your gang setup and your collapse is way better than Olaf's collapse. It's just Olaf is a better fighter, so you kind of have to like understand a little your strengths as a Maokai. You're not really a conventional top laner. Even like one would be like similar, but it's still like Maokai is not like too conventional as a top laner. Maybe Shen, right? Because Shen roams quite a lot. In here, basically I'm just like defending, but after this point of the game it just becomes a stomp. In here I was a bit of a pussy, so I shouldn't actually just go in on the Alistar. I don't know why did I get scared of Jinx for no reason. We pick up the Jinx, but we miss out the Alistar kills, so that was a mistake actually on my part. Herald gets picked up, but after this point we're just gonna have like later on 32, 13 kills. So pretty much you're over with of course with the laning phase. All you gotta watch out for is just to push out the side lanes. So Olaf doesn't like split pushes, of course, and TP because he can't even cancel your TP even if you're under tower, right? He's not even like an Aatrox or something, so he's stuck with his ghosts, and it's always gonna be like a 4v5 parent fight. So because of his like laning phase summoner spell ghost, which he really badly needs, he won't have TP, so you'll just outperform him in like every single way mid lane game, right? Well, not every single way, but you guys get my point. If I think about it like fighting wise, it is harder than you do, but I think you guys get my point. And then just basically, as I said, it's just a storm. It's over basically, and we just end the game. That's it for now. Have a nice day.